Mr. Edward Chia.
Mr. Speaker, sir, at the heart of this bill is the support it offers to retail sector's SMEs, addressing the imbalances they have faced in lease agreements. The bill aims to create a fairer and more equitable industry overall, and as a result, fosters sustainable growth. As we delve into the bill's intricacies, some important concerns and suggestions come to light. I'd like to share 4 concerns and suggestions which was mostly centered on information transparency. First, with regards to AMP and service charges under Leasing Principle 3.2, which states that the landlord is entitled to adjust the service charge and advertising promotion charges, provided that the overall rents payable by tenants do not increase. Can I clarify whether AMP and service charges are based on cost recovery principles? If so, does the bill mandate landlords to provide detailed breakdowns of service charges and AMP spending? Transparency in these matters will ensure fair dealings and build trust among all parties. Additionally, landlords may face mounting cost pressures for third-party services like cleaning and lift maintenance, which may not align with tenancy terms. These situations might tempt landlords to price in a buffer or front-load service charge costs, potentially affecting tenants' financial burdens. Conversely, the bill should also address the concern of landlords backloading an increase of service charge costs during lease renewals to recover the difference from the initial term. Such practice would contradict the principle of no overall gross rent increase. This requires careful consideration and clarification. Furthermore, there is a risk of underaccounting or under-declaration of rent revenue due to price-in buffers or service charge component. This could lead to reduced stamp duty collections, impacting government revenue. Second, with regards to the material adverse changes, this bill compels parties to renegotiate the lease agreement when tenant is prevented, obstructed, or hindered from performing its typical business activity at the leased premises due to events beyond their control. Does the bill provide clear guidelines and principles for conducting these renegotiations, ensuring equitable outcomes for both parties involved? During the challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic, certain rent waivers provided by the government were not efficiently passed through to tenants, requiring substantial efforts from relevant authorities to ensure proper implementation. In exigent situations like these, having agreed on guidelines and principles for renegotiations become even more critical. Third, regarding deviations in leasing principles, the bill allows for leasing principles deviations wherein landlords and tenants can mutually agree to deviate from the principles. What recourse and remedy are available if landlords do not comply with the 14-day filing requirement, especially concerning deviations in the rental model? To address non-compliance by errant landlords, what regulatory powers and levers are vested in the government or the FDIC? Further, how will the FDIC be informed if a landlord has filed a deviation or not, ensuring proper oversight and compliance with the leasing principles? Fourth, regards to costs, this bill includes essential prohibitions and norms. The bill strictly prohibits profiteering from the sale of electricity. Landlords are mandated to pass through electricity costs without any markup or price discrimination. These moves aims to shield SMEs from additional burdens and foster a more equitable business environment. However, I've received feedback from SMEs that shared that they are being charged for additional miscellaneous costs, such as meter reading fees in addition to electricity charges. Tenants are now being charged monthly recurring charges such as meter readings, tenant management charges, and meter leasing fees. Due to advances in digital metering technologies, recurrent charges for tenant management charges and meter readings are not justified. In this regard, the following points need further clarifications. A, can the bill explicitly specify the types of charges that can be reasonably passed through to tenants to prevent unwarranted additional costs. B, with regards to the meter leasing fees, can tenants have the option to purchase the meter instead of being bound by leasing arrangements? C, can the bill specify specific technology adoption such as digital meters which do not require manual or physical on-site meter readings? This will not only increase overall productivity, but also support Singapore's Green Plan 2030, empowering tenants with real-time data on power usage and insights to reduce energy consumption. And D, do tenants have the option to enter into direct purchase agreements with electricity retailers? This provision would grant tenants more flexibility in managing their electricity costs. As we continue to fine-tune the lease agreement bill, addressing these crucial points regarding 1, AMP and service charges, 2, clear guidelines and principles for conducting renegotiations during adverse situations, and 3, deviations of leasing principles, its remedies and oversights, and 4, clarifications on electricity charges will contribute to establishing a more transparent framework for both landlords and tenants. This bill significance lies in its commitment to fostering win-win outcomes, promoting compromise, ensuring a conducive environment for sustainable growth for our small and medium-sized enterprises. I would like to thank various stakeholders, including landlords, tenants, and the Singapore Business Federation, who have worked diligently to develop this comprehensive code of conduct. Let us continue to engage in constructive discussions to achieve win-win outcomes. Mr. Speaker, sir, I support the bill.